Now, let me be upfront and honest with you, okay? I have never watched a Terrifier movie. I am not one of the big slasher guys. I don't really like horror films or anything like that. Not really my cup of tea. But I do appreciate what Damien Leone, the creative mind behind this franchise, the brand new, hyper-popular slasher series of films, has to say about this. And the people that are getting upset by it, I really appreciate them for that, okay? Mostly because it's upsetting the right people, and it's also the correct take on things. It's what I want out of my media, because for as much as I'm a conservative guy, for as much as I'm surrounded by MAGA hats, for as much as my personal politics have German subtitles, and I might express some of my political proclivities, some of my more wilder opinions, I'll keep to myself because of terms of service. But it's not really something that I would espouse in a creative endeavor. It's not something, if I was to ever like write a book, or hell, even when I'm just making these videos, okay, just breaking down the news of the day, like if it calls for my personal politics to come in, like, yeah, I'll insert them there, but I'll very much tell you if my biases is going to be on display here. Otherwise, it's just simply taking the content for what it is and then just spinning it out and making sense of it. I think that is greatly missing on a ton of entertainment properties. I mean, just take a look at the political degeneracy that The Boys has gone down thanks to Eric Kripke's terminal and crippling TDS diagnoses. But keeping personal politics out of your work, that is something only one side of the political aisle ever engages in. So yeah, he's going to catch heat for that, and he absolutely has. All of the media literacy idiots that are out there who think that they're really smart for being able to recite a plot synopsis to you. Oh, hey, did you guys know that Tears in the Rain, Rutger Hauer's speech in Blade Runner, actually meant exactly what he said it did? That's crazy. That's media literacy on display, guys. Did you know that thing that you seen on the screen is exactly what it is? Wow, I'm big brain for pointing that out. Absolute retards. Like, if you unironically use that term, I already know that you have pronouns in your bio. But anyways, okay, let's get to what Damien had to say here, because it's making brains explode. And I hope that he puts something like this in Terrifier 4. Hopefully, I never have to bring up politics publicly ever again. But this desperately needed to be said on behalf of the Terrifier franchise. And yes, is this a Instagram post or something like that? But I'm not entirely sure. Let's just read this out here. Okay, let's give the devil his due. I want to make a very important statement regarding the Terrifier franchise and this ugly political climate we're living in. As most of you know, some of my cast and crew members have a very passionate political presence on social media with extreme and sometimes harsh opinions, which is their right. I'm all for freedom of speech and expression. That being said, Terrifier is not in any way, shape, or form a political franchise. I did not get into filmmaking to become a politician or promote any political agendas or ideologies, especially through a killer clown movie. I fell in love with horror films as a form of pure entertainment, and those are the films I like to make. Since Terrifier 1, our cast and crew has and still consists of both Republicans and Democrats, lowercase both of them, and anyone is welcome to be a part of it, regardless of their political affiliations, as long as they're decent human beings. And that goes for our fan base as well. If it doesn't sit well with any fans, cast, or crew members, that's your right, and that's your right, and I respect it. I don't have to buy a ticket, and you don't have to buy a ticket, and you don't have to work on these films. Thank you, and I recommend that you don't let toxic rhetoric on either side of the political spectrum deter you from being a Terrifier fan. And yeah, perfectly reasonable statement. Okay, and yeah, the only thing that I would take umbrage with is there's the toxic rhetoric, and it realistically only comes from one side. Let's keep it a buck. Okay, if you've been paying attention to any of this stuff, you don't see conservatives, well, maybe a little bit more so, and we'll touch on that towards the end of the day. The people that are out there thumping their Bible, saying everything that should, and you know, if you're not living up to my interpretation of the good book, that means that you're going to hell and you deserve it. And it's like, that shit's crazy, but that's another topic for another time. But yeah, perfectly reasonable statement. And as you can see from the views right there, and that's not taking into account all of the different, quote tweets that I've seen of this out there. And that's how I caught wind of this. But yeah, 7.5 million views on the original post. And yeah, he's had to lock replies to it. And he was starting to get ratioed, which is wild to think, because all he said is like, yeah, I'm making a slasher movie, not political. As long as you're a good dude, and you like slasher films, check out Terrifier. You might like it. That's about it. That is literally about it. But Terrifier 4 sees controversy as franchise creator goes nuclear on political nonsense, vows not to promote political agendas or ideologies through, a film about a killer fucking clown, bro. That's it. That's all this is about. Art the Clown will return to theaters in Terrifier 4. Unfortunately and predictably, several unhinged viewers are already demanding politics be shoved into the film. The director quickly shut them down. Yeah, exactly. Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Figure I'd give you a present in return. The script for Terrifier 4 is in the works and is shaping up to be the most epic, thrilling, nasty, horrifying, emotional, and utterly satisfying conclusion. It's never going to be a conclusion, okay? How many times have we seen a conclusion to a horror franchise only for it to continue on longer than everything that came before the conclusion? So Terrifier creator and writer Damien Leone celebrated his 43rd birthday. Oh, congratulations. With a present for his fans, an Instagram post announcing Terrifier 4. The script is underway. Yeah, it'll be around here in short order. But of course, he followed that up with the post saying, we're not going to do politics. In predictable fashion, some people aren't happy. Okay, the Terrifier franchise has really grown in popularity over the years. The first film graced movie theaters back in 2016. Wow, in 2022, the sequel helped save the movie industry with millions it made at the box office. Yeah, because these are just really budgeted films. Okay, $250,000 for the second one, and it made $5.4 million, which is a big turnaround. In Terrifier 3, the highest grossing unrated film in history. Yeah, it made a lot of money last year. Leave it up to one of the old access sites, one of the slop farms, to go ahead and have one of the worst takes ever, because we could troll Twitter or Blue Cry and find some of the dumbest takes. But this one right here, bro, it's right close to the top. Terrifier director Damien Leone seems to be in hot water right now with some of the franchise's fan base who are calling him out for refusing to pick a side in current political climate. Recently, MAGA enthusiasts have been attacking Art the Clown actor David Howard Thornton on social media for his outspoken views on President Donald Trump and the current administration, which includes Elon Musk. Leone released a statement on Facebook in which the director says all freedom of speech, and expression. I wanted to get very important, ugly political climate, blah, 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 all that crap. Thornton has been posting his thoughts at Trump for some time now, with one of his most recent Threads posts. Oh, okay, cool. Like we know Blue Sky's dying a death. X is thriving, but you got Threads over there. It's kind of like, wasn't that popular over the summer, but nobody's using it now? Gaining a bulk of the attention. He doesn't seem to be bothered by all the backlash and urges people to continue their doom scrolling if they don't like what he has to say. I grew up around Germans and stayed silent. Oh, it's just another one of these. Yeah, Trump is literally the incarnation of Mustache Man. But let's see how much pushback he's getting. You take a look at that ratio and it's not that bad if we're keeping it a buck. But you take a look at everybody who's quote unquote slamming him, and I really hope Art kills rich people in Terrifier 4. Okay, I really admire you. Not just a great actor, but a great person. I'm of German descent. I never you take a look at this, and not a lot of people are slamming him for that one. Big shock on that, hey. The reactions to Leone's statements have been swift on social media, with some praising the director for his well-spoken thoughts, and others have been taking him to task for not decrying the bad behavior of the MAGA horde. Where is it? Because you didn't even provide anything. Like, I'm showing you this entire article here. There's nothing at all whatsoever. Creator of the Terrifier saying he fell in love with horror movies as entertainment, and he doesn't do it to make political statements. I'm sorry, but so much of the horror genre is making a political statement. Oh my God, everything is political. Oh, okay, cool. No. That's just because you can't see anything outside of your own stupid political lens. That's a you problem, stupid. I don't wanna be doing that. If you don't want to be doing that, find a new career. Well, okay, thanks, Delbs. Very important insight right there. You're telling somebody who has turned a budget horror movie into a thriving multi-million-dollar franchise. You're telling him that he's doing something wrong, that he needs to find a new gig. Yeah, this is the quality of people who think that his take of just, I don't care as long as they're quality people. Like, you can have goofy political takes, but if you're good at your job, we'll hire you. That's cool. If that's setting you aflame, if that's getting your antes in a bunch, I don't know, man. Life must be real hard for you. But you know who it's not hard for? Your pharmacist and your counselor. I believe that they're doing exceptionally fine. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.